Hi, welcome back to class. Today's topic is add just one note to make hymns sound beautiful. Now, this is the second video in a series for It Is Well With My Soul. And somebody asked, how can I take a hymn out of the hymnal and make my own piano arrangement out of it? So let me show you how we can add just one note to make hymns sound beautiful. Before we go on, go ahead and get a paper and pencil out, and then we'll start our piano class. Now, today's lesson will actually go along really well with this other video lesson here where we talk about the dominant. And as you have been practicing already, It Is Well With My Soul, we've been doing this raindrop pattern. Maybe the waterfall. Maybe even this octave chord. Back to raindrop. Now I'm going to show you one note that we can add in. So go ahead and get your paper out. And actually, we're not going to add in a note, but we're going to play one note that's going to make it sound beautiful for the hymn. First, let's write down the C major scale. Ready? Let's spell it out. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And if you write this down, that means you'll probably practice it. So that's why I always say, let's write this down. What's the first note in the scale? We have a C. The fifth note in the scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth note is G. And as we discussed in a previous lesson, I'll show the thumbnail here, that the fifth is dominant. And so it makes a really strong sound where it kind of sounds unfinished a lot of times. And it wants to resolve often to the 1. Now, in this piece, I really want you to listen how we can actually add just a G, or we can add just the tonic. So we could add the dominant, or the fifth note. I don't know how we want to write it. Dominant, or the 5. Or we can add just the first note of the scale. All right, so now pay attention really, really closely. This is not going to work unless you experience it. So you really need to listen. And you need to experience it. So that means you probably need to just do it, because I want you to hear the difference between using the dominant repeatedly, if we use the G all the time, the fifth note, or if we use the C all the time. What I hear is the G sounds like a journey that continues, because that G leaves you hanging. The C sounds like it lands back home. I'll show you just by the ending. So we're going to start right here on the ending of the chorus, It Is Well With My Soul. And if I do it like this, let's add a G to everything. And this is kind of like Chopin's Raindrop Prelude, where he does, sounds like a drop of rain, keeps on going down. And he does that repeated throughout the whole thing. How can that sound beautiful? I'll show you. And he actually uses the fifth too. It is well with my soul. Here we go. I'm gonna add that G to an F chord. But I'm going to keep repeating it like that. So watch this. Listen. Absorb that. It sounds like, to me, like a journey is continuing. That's what it feels like. And it's not wrong. And it depends on how you emphasize it. It depends on how your emotion is. I would definitely soften it up so that way the journey sounds like it's going away, like somebody's passed by. Let's see. Kind of like the journey, like somebody passes you by, it's like, oh, we're about to be done, and then they just keep on going into the distance. That's what it sounds like to me. And now if we do a tonic, if we just use the 1, listen, the C, G, Did you feel that? Did you feel like it just, your body was like, oh, it's back home. It's back home to 1. All right. If you didn't feel it, go ahead and try it or listen to it really closely. I'll show you it. I'll show you the 2 examples one more time. Here's the F1, or I'm sorry, the G, the dominant. And now let's do it with a 1. Do they feel different? Especially if you play it, you'll really understand that. You'll really get that feeling. The cool thing about this is you could actually put it to the whole chorus. You could use it as a theme throughout the whole song. You know, you go. Let's use the. I'm going to use a tonic. I'm going to use the C. Use a 4 chord here. All right, so we could go on and, you know, I'm kind of just improvising there. But you can see that it actually sounds really good with just 1 note. How would that sound with the 5? Man, I'm curious, right? If I use the 5 at the end, going into the transition. 4 chord. Interesting, interesting. So that is how you can take 1 note and make your hymns sound quite beautiful. Now, this is not going to work unless you experience it and you try it out, okay? Otherwise, it just sounds like a bunch of blah, 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 blah. You really have to feel it, and it's an amazing thing once you do. So go ahead, get to your piano, enjoy practicing it, and enjoy enjoy that simplicity is good sounding, you know? And then I'll see you in the next lesson where we continue on with It Is Well With My Soul.